Hey, what's going on, everybody? I plan on staying on here too long, but I did want to check in with all of you as promised. And I mentioned we were going to be doing Saturday wellness. Make sure that you tune in tomorrow for Sunday relaxation. Um, the YouTube channel, if you guys are following on YouTube, make sure that you hit that comment button and make sure that you active in those comment sections. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit the notifications so that you are aware of when I'm going live. And also follow the Instagram page, mentality_counseling. And if you're on the Instagram page, make sure that you tune in to the YouTube channel and make sure that you go in, comment, like, subscribe, and hit the notifications as well. The YouTube link is in the bio on the Instagram. So yeah, I just wanted to get started real quick, check in with everyone. I had a few sessions today. They went very, very well. I think that they are productive, and I really, really enjoy what I do. And that's a part, honestly, of my wellness. I really, really enjoy what I do, and I encourage anybody to find their passion and just truthfully, find something that they enjoy doing. Find someone that they really are passionate about being with, and you guys just get started on making your lives meaningful and positive. So yeah, Saturday wellness. Let's get into it. First thing on my list to talk about in terms of some ideas for some wellness tips and just things that you can do for yourself. Taking care of yourself is essentially important. And that's one of the things that we're going to talk about in terms of self care on Sunday relaxation a little bit tomorrow. We're going to talk about like what that means and getting into it as to what so some of those ideas. If there is something that you currently do in terms of wellness or self care, make sure that you comment. Let me know. Talk in the comment section. If there's something that you maybe need some feedback as to getting engaged with something in order to practice some wellness or some wellness advice, tips, etc. Make sure that you chime in so that I can respond back to you during these videos, or maybe even make an entire video segment about it. But therapy, of course, I'm going to be a big proponent and advocate for that. I really think that it's super important. It's vital. And it just really, really allows you to have a safe space to be able to talk things out, to get things, a different perspective on certain things in your life and different aspects, components of life, whether it be work, family, relationships, intimate relationships, etc. So I think that therapy, when we're talking about wellness, is vital. It's critical, and it's super, super important in terms of just having somebody to talk to, somebody with an unbiased opinion to be able to pour those things out to, confidential setting, and just really deal with and address some of those things in life, and also figure some things out. Sometimes, again, I talk about financial planning. I mean, there's an array of different things that we talk about in therapy. So don't think of therapy as just being one particular thing that you have to do. It's not always something that's super emotional or prying in the sense. And I hate when people use that word, because it's not that. It's something to just really open you up, to get you vulnerable and open to yourself, and to figure out what aspects that maybe you need to change in life, what things are working for you, and how so if they are, and where can I maybe implement some of those characteristics about myself in other areas of my life. So yeah, therapy, again, like I said, I'm obviously a strong proponent for that. I think that that's really, really important when we're talking about wellness. Another thing is like getting a new hobby. Like, just again, like when we're talking about self-care, I think wellness and self-care really go hand in hand. So like getting a new hobby, whether that's like, I don't know, skating, like going to the skating rink, maybe it's something you haven't done in a long time, or maybe it's something you've never done before, learning to swim. I mean, you name it. It could be so many different things. Going to the park, you're just taking a walk in the park, going and feeding the geese or ducks or something. If you have a park like that nearby you, or maybe just going to walk around, take a walk and doing some exercise. Maybe that's something that you've been thinking about doing in your life, and it's like, oh, it's about that time I need to start back doing that. So now's the time. Implement these things in your life. Take care of yourself. Wellness is also about a physical aspect as well as mental and spiritual. So whether that be meditation, no matter what it may be. So yeah, make sure that you take care of yourself and you practice some wellness tips, picking up some new hobbies. Like I said, going to the park, reading a book, hiking, camping, whatever you're into, go and do it. Go and do it. I think picking up new hobbies and tips and things like that are super, super important. Spending some time in nature, getting some fresh air, just taking care of yourself, clearing your mind with all this stuff that's going on during the pandemic. I think it's really, really important that we take the time to go outside and get some of that vitamin D in and let the sun hit you for a while. Just enjoy yourself outside. Going to an arcade or a theater, whatever it is. Of course, staying safe. If that's something that's bothering you or that you're concerned about, but make sure that you're getting out, doing some things. I mentioned reading a book. Picking up some good reads. I got some things that I read and that I have been enjoying, and we have a men's support group that I also am a part of, and I sort of facilitate in a way. So if that's something that you're looking to get involved in and be engaged with, make sure that you reach out to me and let me know. I also do them for women as well. So there are some women support groups. We talk about women issues in those groups. So if you want to be a part of something like that, just let me know. Reach out to me. I'll get something like that set up or get you involved in that. Reading some good books, some self-help books. I got one that's in my on my page. If you should go and check it out, really, really good for mindfulness. So just we had a talk yesterday on Focus Friday about just being focused, keeping motivation, and a lot of that has to do with mindfulness, being able to stay in the moment and not allowing other things to distract you. So being present and working on those things that are productive for your growth and your overall wellness and well-being and change. That's a great thing for that. So if you want that ebook, just make sure that you reach out to me. It's only $8 for it. Nice short read, something that you can always refer back to and have on hand for yourself in the future. Financial planning. Financial planning, that's a part of wellness because our finances definitely impact our well-being. So if you're someone who's maybe needing some work on budgeting, reach out to me. I do that consultation work for businesses. Maybe you're having some business issues and you're trying to figure out how to increase productivity or business growth and scale things up a little bit. Reach out to me so that we can talk about that more in depth and get your business and your overall success or finances to the place where they need to be. Financial planning is definitely something that can impact our overall well-being. It can cause a lot of mental stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of frustration, a lot of self-doubt. So when we're talking about being focused, we're talking about keeping motivation and determination. That's something that can certainly impact that. Working on your finances, reaching out to someone. It doesn't have to be me, like I said, but if you wish to do something like that with me, make sure that you definitely reach out to me. Also visiting family and friends, staying connected to the people around us, those that we love and those that are important to us is something that's also helpful and can be meaningful and fruitful to our overall happiness and growth, right? Our overall success. So along with the things that I mentioned so far in therapy, picking up a new hobby, whether that be skating in the park, reading, hiking, camping, whatever it is, along with financial planning, picking out a new book, having a group that maybe you get involved in for support, and you guys do what I do in some of my support groups, and that's having a read that you guys are working on, whether it's the course of that month or that week, depending on the size of that particular book. It's something that you can again, like just involve some other people with. Visiting family and friends is important because if we're around different people, if we're around those people that, and thank all of you all for joining and hitting that like button. Make sure that also, like I mentioned, if you are not following the YouTube channel, make sure that you jump over to the YouTube channel, follow that. The link is in my bio, and make sure that you hit the notifications button so that you know when I am going live on both platforms. I really, really appreciate that. I really appreciate the engagement because sometimes, even with things like this, it's super important for us because we get that camaraderie through engaging and things like this. So you guys tuning into this is a part of your wellness. This is a part of you increasing that. So maybe you're not in therapy right now. Maybe you're not one of my clients, or maybe you're not seeing someone else outside of me, but maybe this is like, hey, look, I got to tune into this because this is where I get my daily dose, right? So we're going to be doing these topics daily for this. This is one of the reasons that I implemented this, is because I want to be able to give people access not only to me in between sessions for those of you who do see me, but then also for people who don't, and they're maybe a little bit apprehensive about getting in therapy, that okay, I've got something, right? I've got something, but I still encourage you to go and get some therapy also, because we all could use somebody to talk to. We all could use some therapy, and it really, really is a part of taking care of yourself. Getting checkups too. Make sure that you're checking up on yourself, your physical health. Make sure that you're implementing some healthy eating habits. I know that's a little bit difficult, a little bit easier said than done for some of us, but exercising and some healthy eating habits is certainly something that we can do to increase our overall positive wellness. It could be cleaning, making sure there's not a lot of clutter in your space. That's something that I've also seen to be a hindrance with some people in keeping them focused and eliminating certain distractions is cleaning up, making sure that, the dishes are washed, the clothes are folded. I know that's a part that some of you hate to do, but, again, increasing that wellness, doing certain things within your life and your lifestyle and bettering your lifestyle is super important and super vital. So whatever that may be for you, again, whether it's listening to motivational talks, some self-help books, whatever it is, checking something out on YouTube, listening to some vibration frequencies on YouTube or something like that. Whatever it is, I typically have sometimes those things playing in the background for me because they just increase, some free thinking for me, some free flowing energy. It puts me in a great mental space. So that's just something that I also encourage. If you need some tips, some advice, some recommendations on that, make sure that you hit me up. I'll let you know what it is that I sometimes listen to. But yeah, I mean, really, 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 really good tips and things to do in implementing your lifestyle. So also, sometimes we can take a long time with eating. That when we're talking about healthy eating and something I was just mentioning, there's also sometimes where we take too long to take care of ourselves. So maybe that is like we're working too much or so diligently to the point where we lose track and we lose focus and we're not nourishing our bodies. So that's also a part of wellness too. Is make sure that you are taking that time to just pour into yourself, whether that be literal sense, actually drinking some water and getting some food in you, or that is you just like taking some time for yourself. Time is the one true currency. It's the thing that we cannot get back. I say that all the time. So make sure that you're spending your time wisely with those who you love, appreciate, and also pouring back into you. That is critical. Those who are pouring back into you. Don't spend your time where it's wasted. Don't spend your time where you aren't receiving that reciprocal energy and love, understanding, compassion, and whatever it is that you're pouring out to. It's not saying that you're going into it for those things or those particular reasons, but it is important that you receive that back. It is important that you receive that back. So I really, really, like I said, appreciate y'all. I did not plan on being on here very long because as a part of my Saturday wellness, this is one of my days where I actually like to just kind of relax, take some time for myself, get out, do some fun things. Some of those things that I mentioned are some things that I do myself, but whatever floats your boat, whatever it is that you're into, or maybe it's something that you've thought about getting into, maybe it's something new for you, maybe it's something you haven't done in a long time. Whatever it is, just make sure that you're practicing some wellness, some of those wellness tips that I mentioned, and some overall wellness for yourself. And that's mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional. So if it's something that maybe you need to get out, something that you haven't said, and something that you need to say to someone, it may not involve that person directly, but maybe you need to write it down. Maybe you need to express yourself in a letter. You can seal that letter up. You can burn it. You can do whatever you want to do with it. But I think sometimes purging those thoughts and those internal feelings is a part of wellness also. So yeah, I just wanted to, like I said, jump on for a quick minute, talk to everybody, and just share some of those wellness tips and some things to possibly get started on for you. So whatever that is for you, and if you tuned in late, make sure that you go and watch the video. I will have it posted on both platforms. So as I am finishing up with these platforms, I will have it on my YouTube as a video that you can go back and watch later. And the same thing for my Instagram. It will become a post in the IGTV video. So make sure that if you're not following the Instagram, make sure that you go and follow the Instagram, because there are things that I post on Instagram that I do not post on YouTube. So yeah, just make sure you're following those platforms, mentality_counselor on Instagram. The link to the YouTube is in the bio on the Instagram. Make sure that you comment, like, and subscribe. I really appreciate everybody. And now go and practice that Saturday wellness. Y'all have a great weekend. Enjoy your Saturday. Do something for yourself. And remember, put you first, pour into your own cup, and then you have it to give to everybody else if you choose to do so. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good day.